Wow, free for all weekend. What an amazing experience.
To finally get everyone out here, to have everyone together in one place, there was nothing quite like it, because there's something really special about the Schmoedown, and especially this group of people that I've really kind of considered a family at this point.
You know, it's interesting to talk to these people on Skype and Hangouts and Discord and all this for the better part of a year, but to actually finally meet them and shake their hands, it was awesome.
It was just a lot of fun to actually get to talk to people who were kind of in the same space as us.
I still love the Schmoedown, but us getting to spend time with those people, whether they be competitors or other people like people from Take 3, etc., that has become way more important to me.
Schmoedown has a lot of fans, but we're all spread out, and so to kind of have, you know, a group there together that we're all just as passionate as each other on the Schmoedown to enjoy it and love it and talk about it and have a good time. It was great.
To sit in those seats, sit next to Chris, sit next to Patrick, with Kristen in there and Matt Kearns and everybody else, you know, to experience that with them. We're such huge fans of the Schmoedown, and to experience it with other huge fans, that's just really awesome.
The Thursday before Free For All, we actually got to hang out for a long time with Robert Meyer Burnett. Back when I was a kid, I grew up with Free Enterprise, and my dad loved that movie, and he directed it, and he got me into wanting to edit film. And he is one of my idols, and meeting him and spending that time with him is something that I can't describe.
What can I say about that amazing geeky man that has basically been the guy who was the generation before us, who built what we can like actually enjoy of the geek culture now?
We spent like 7 hours. We met at Pinocchio's, the Italian restaurant on Magnolia Boulevard. And afterwards, we went back to Pat's, and we just chilled with Rob and drank with Rob and had fun with Rob for hours.
Drinking 4 bottles of wine between us all, and I don't know, man. There's nothing quite like it.
That was a great prelude to Free For All. Let me just say, that was an experience.
For Free For All, you know, I'm usually in the studio for events a day or so early to kind of do last minute prep, get things ready. You know, I had everything pretty much ready to go, but it's all kind of fine tuning and stuff like that. And so once the day hits of Free For All, you know, all the competitors are nervous and excited and whatnot. And I'm kind of the same way, writing the questions, and we'd gone over them the night before with Chris and Pat. So, you know, if you feel good about it, but you just kind of hope everything goes right. You like 99.99% sure everything's fine, but you know, if something goes wrong, all the eyes like look at you and you're like, what's up guys? Like, sorry about that.
Yeah, so the day of Free For All, I think we're fairly early, actually, our group, when we get there.
For some reason, I was like, what if they don't let us in and we're just sitting out here like sad people? And that would have been not great for us. But they did let us in, which is just a shock. A complete shock.
Walking into the Collider for the first time was one of the most surreal experiences I've ever had. I mean, you know, I watch Movie Talk every day. I watch Jedi Council every Thursday. I watch the Schmoedown every Tuesday and Friday. But it's just like to actually be there and to actually, like, you look around and there's Cobster, there's John Roca, there's Perry Nemiroff, there's Harloff, and it's just, it blew my mind.
It was a very different experience for us because we knew we were going to be a part of Brienne's entrance this time. You know, how we should be going in and out, when we should get ready. We're kind of coordinating with Brienne about when, you know, we needed to go in, you know, when we needed to get ready, because we had to know when Brienne was entering and stuff like that.
When I walked into the studio at Free For All, Kristen came up to me and tells me, yo, stay here, we need to get Bibbs and Whitney. They know you're here. We want to get your first reaction to them on camera. And I was like, okay. I didn't know they were there at that time when I came in. And the first person I saw was Bibiani at Free For All. And all I saw was Bibbs walking up to me. And I walked up to Bibbs. We hugged. And it was a great moment. Not because of the hug of me meeting Bibbs, but what Kristen did was, this was all orchestrated at the front of the studio, right? So everybody in the room saw this, and when that happened, there was a huge round of applause. Like, everybody was watching us when we hugged and met for the first time. And my heart was really, really, really big there. I felt that moment I will never forget. That was a moment of magic. I love Whitney and Bibbs. They have Canceled Too Soon and Critically Acclaimed are amazing, and when I got to like talk with them and just meet them in person and get to know, because I've talked to them numerous times over Skype for interviews and stuff for Take 3, but getting to get to know them in person was something that I was there for 3 people. I was there for Whitney, Bibiani, and Robert Meyer Burnett. That is why I got the plane ticket. That is why I got there to the studio, why I wanted to go to Free For All was to see them 3 play. And I got that.
Are you serious right now? Are you.
Oh my God! It's the Annie Wilkes of my life!
Oh, wow.
My number 1 fan! There he is.
Yes, man.
If I wrote books about Misery Chastain, I'm telling you, he would be the guy.
This would be the man right here.
I gotta thank you for all your support over the years. By the way, fuck the haters.
Fuck the haters, indeed.
He's a good man. He is a good man. He supports the underdog.
He does. And you are the underdog in this, and I know you're gonna go all the way.
I'm gonna try.
Okay, I know you're gonna
But it's tough. It's tough competition. I mean, look at these people.
I know. Like, seriously, dude. Who do you think out of everybody you're the most fearful for?
Sam.
Oh, God.
Sam.
Really? You scared of him?
I'm scared of Sam. Even though he's diminutive in stature, he's got a big fucking brain, that guy.
He has a big mouth, too.
Big mouth. But you know, this is kind of like the Infinity War of the Schmoedown. If you look at it, I don't know. I think, you know, if Thanos steps in and snaps his finger, we all just disappear. Reality is reset, and I'm the Inner Geeky champion once again.
I would love that. Like, December last year, you were.
I know.
Let me, how daunting do you think this all is? Do you think it's daunting? Or are you just pumped to just like...
I'm pumped. You know what? You know what's really cool about this?
You gotta ram it.
Yeah, but this is a fantastic group of people.
Yeah.
You know, we're lucky to be like the LA geek film pundit community. It's a pretty great community. It's pretty close-knit. Everybody, I like everybody, you know, except a few people. Like I had a real problem with Hector Navarro.
You're cured. Are you getting that?
No, it's okay. Hector and I'm a big fan of Hector Navarro.
We need to get somebody.
It's okay. I mean, once I got over that, you know, some people have a problem with alcohol, others are sex addicts.
Exactly.
Some people are just bigots, others are communists.
They are.
My problem stem
from that.
Mr. Navarro.
It would be great if you just walked into it.
Yeah, you know, I had to go through a little bit of I had to do some work with a therapist, and I think it was okay. I think I feel better.
After the free fall, where do you see yourself going if you actually get there?
Oh, the rest of my life is going to be to destroy the Lions Den. I don't know how much school I have to go to or how much movie trivia I have to learn. I'm going to read every Wikipedia page, every IMDb post. I'm going to learn it all, and all of them are going down.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if you saw that last match of Top 10. I mean,
Wow.
Come on, man.
Yep.
I was rooting.
Favorited. You can't get that.
I was rooting for Top 10. And what was that? What happened though? What was that? What was going on, and how did you feel about the ruling?
Well, the thing is with that, they should have just really be expensive state on Westerns. Is that what you feel?
Yeah, I don't think we should.
Yeah, it kind of, I feel like with that whole entire, what they did, it kind of favorited the Lions into an extent.
Right.
And they got into the head of everybody, and they're canceled, and they need to be expunged.
All of it. Not just expunged, but they need to be run out of the state.
They need to. And they fired them.
They fired me. I mean, that's, you know, it took me a long time. I was in that little room, that they left me in. I was there for weeks. I couldn't leave. People had to bring me food. I was like DiCaprio in The Aviator, you know, playing Hughes. I was in my screening room. I was there just watching like standard def Blu-rays. I mean DVDs. I didn't even watch HD Blu-rays.
HD Blu-rays?
No, I just watched old DVDs and bummed out over the resolution. That's all I did for weeks.
That was some torture.
And people just kept bringing me Chick-fil-A and McDonald's and fast food, and I'm like, what am I, Morgan Spurlock?
Chick-fil-A's kind of funny.
It is good, but they're, you know, they don't like our LGBTQ brethren and sisters and brothers.
That's really good.
And gender unspecific people. They just don't like that. They don't. But the food's good. It's delicious. It is delicious.
Rob, final thoughts.
And wait a minute. Since you've been in California, have you had an In-N-Out burger yet?
I've had the In-N-Out burger.
Oh, yeah.
So long.
Okay, now did you have an animal style?
I do not have an animal.
You know, there's a secret menu. Yeah, there's a whole secret menu. You got next time ask for an animal style. Or if you're like working out, you can ask for a protein style where they don't give you buns, they wrap it in lettuce.
Wow.
Like here's the killer is to get the 4x4, which is 4 buns and 4 pieces of cheese, protein style. So it's 4x4 wrapped in lettuce. I'm telling you, man. This is why California rules.
It's heaven?
It's heaven.
It's absolute heaven.
It's absolute heaven.
So,
It truly is.
Are you going to steam over competition? That's all we need to know?
You know what? I'm going to try. I'm happy with my position in the fight today. You know, yeah. I'm going to rock it. It was great to meet you.
There was a few interviews we got that were really good, and I don't know how the audio turned out because once that place started packing up, it was just so loud because they don't have any like soundproofing in the actual office part of the studio, and so everything just echoes off the ceilings and it becomes like this big sound vortex that just creates a bunch of echoes. So I don't know how well the rest of the interviews actually turned out, but we got a ton of them.
All right, guys, so we're here with John Humphreys. So if you remember last year on the free-for-all, you did pretty well, and you were the surprise player of the whole dang thing.
Yes, no one more surprised than me.
You came out and I was just like, he's gonna have the best entrance of the day, and I didn't think you would do it as well as you did. So awesome.
They let me borrow the horse. Sorry, I haven't seen it. You're refreshing my memory.
Where's the horse?
I don't know if this is a new studio, so I don't know if they've migrated those elsewhere. Because I was literally just poking around backstage. Like the old backstage used to have just props all over the buttresses and stuff.
It's a little more condensed now, but so confirmed, no horse entrance.
No
unless
horse.
you can find it.
I'll figure something out. I like to improvise and stuff, so I'll find a thing and make it right.
Good. So I'd like to coin a phrase, but whoever does like the longest and most surprising reign at the free-for-all should be known as the Humphrey of the tournament. Will you be the Humphrey of the tournament this year?
I would sure like to be. I don't know if the odds are anywhere near in my favor, just because chance is a part of this game. But I think maybe I'll get a couple inches.
Hey.
That's all I ever know will happen. I'll get something obscure and then something obvious, and then the rest is the luck.
It's okay, dude. A couple is more than I would do, so you're doing better than.
Don't underestimate yourself. You never. The cool thing is you never ever know until it's your match, because you'll sit there and you'll watch the episodes and you'll be like, I got all these, and then when I sat down with Draco that one time, I was like, great, I don't know any of these. So
Yeah, it's cool, man.
depends on the match.
We're looking forward to seeing you compete, and we really hope that you get to repeat your reign of the free-for-all again. We would love for you to be the new surprise player of all.
I just want to keep surprising every time until it's not surprising that it's surprising.
Exactly. And we're looking forward to your live show with you as well.
That's gonna be fun. We're still.
That's like my most anticipated match of the upcoming weeks for some reason, because it sounds like the most fun match that's ever going to take place.
It's the first non-convention live. It's the first theater match, which I'm. When they asked us, I was kind of shocked again, but also super honored. That's
well, and it's going to be the funnest match that's ever been filmed.
Well, we're going up against the Wild Bears, which is us all together. I don't know if anyone's going to answer any questions. We're just going to be joking.
You're just going to be drinking and having fun, which sounds like the best thing I've ever seen.
That's the best. I know Brienne has cracked the like she has some kind of crazy training regimen that appears to work. And for the rest of us, you know, there's liquid courage and good bad guesses.
Perfect. Well, we're hoping you do very well, and we want to thank you so much for being with us. And yeah, good luck, man.
Thank you. That's the proper response to that.
Alright guys, I am here with Brianne Chandler and Johnny LaCosta. Two of the
It's fine. No one ever gets it right.
two of the coolest people in the Schmoedown. You guys look good in the free-for-all today. What are you expecting? What are you hoping?
I'm expecting to sit around and wait for a really long time. Luckily, my number is like kind of at the end, but that means it's a lot of sitting and waiting. A lot of sitting and waiting.
A lot of sitting and waiting, a lot of contemplating about life. It's a lot of reading. You can read. I read on the internet sometimes. I gotta be honest, Brianne, I'm expecting to maybe get one question correct. If I get one question correct, I'm gonna be
Now Johnny, this is your first time competing.
with good reason. With good reason.
So what are you looking forward to in your, because this is a pretty big event to start off with.
Yeah, I'm excited to be sitting at the desk. I've never sat at that desk before. I've never been able to write something down quick and then show it and then be embarrassed afterwards. So, you know, it's going to be a really fun experience. Bottom line is I'm here to represent the league. I'm here hanging out with Brianne and a lot of other good friends. And I'm just here to get a mic in my hand as often as possible. And if I happen to win, then apparently a lot of people quit.
Will they quit? I wouldn't quit if you won.
Okay.
But you still have to get through me to win. So I don't know. I don't know about that. But what I'm really hoping for is before this whole thing starts, we're all just milling about right now. I'm really hoping that we have like a meeting where I can teach everyone proper penmanship. Because I taught first and fourth grade, I taught both just standard lettering as well as cursive. So maybe we should be more legible.
I think we should do that. Alright, thank you guys so much.
So Drew, you comfortable today?
I am very confused.
I know.
So that's probably the best state to walk into the free for all.
This is going to be pumped. It's going to be great. And we have a lot. I have a lot of. I have
skin in my teeth.
You did. You still beat Viviani after
Okay.
You in this entire
Who do I fear the most?
Yeah,
I don't think I've made much secret of it. I'm very scared of Rachel Cushing. I have sat next to Rachel Cushing while other matches have gone on and listened to her. She's scary. She's very accurate.
Very scary.
Yeah.
Are you
Look, Sam and I at some point will end up playing each other. There's no way in this league that won't happen. So it'll be a gentleman's match when we sit down. It'll be so much fun to see what happens head to head. It'll come down to category, and it'll come down to specific questions. I think with Sam will be a great match eventually. I'm really excited to sit opposite him in this, and I hope at some point we are both at the table. I hope it's not just he's in at one point, I'm in at one point. I'd like to be in at the same time.
Do you think with the competitors it's daunting? How daunting do you think it is?
You can't even take it, you can't even look at it as 50. It's just a mob. It's a mob. So it's like the Bruce Lee movies where you go in and there's 50 dudes. As long as they come at you one at a time, you stand a chance. If they ever ganged up on you, you're done.
You're finished.
So we'll see what happens.
You're completely done.
Yeah.
Final thought?
I gotta go get my yellow tracksuit on and get ready for the game of death.
Any last thoughts that you want to say?
Last thing I want to say is I just hope to make it out of here with some dignity.
Yeah, rock that sucker.
All right. Thank you.
Well, hi guys. I'm here with the coolest person ever, Janisch. When I met him at Spectacular, I apparently only meet the nice people because he was also super nice.
There are only nice people.
Oh, all right. So I just met all the nice people because everyone's nice. But Koi is generally just a fun competitor to watch, and I wish he would win some matches because I always root for you to win.
I'm not great at winning, but I'm really good at wittiness. I like to think I'm quick at my feet, but the retention's hard. Like if you threat me, I got it. Like movie fights and all that jazz. Like when I know the answer, I can argue my butt off. But like suddenly in the heat of battle, what movie came out in 1995? I'm like and then it's just painful for everyone.
You know
I leave these sadder.
But you always make me happy when you compete.
So I will keep being here for people. As long as you love what I do in the middle, I'm very happy to be here. It's just the end that I'm sorry for every time.
Perfect. So, can you tell us anything about free-for-all today? Are you ready? Are you going to win this thing and make me happy?
You know, I'm actually really excited at free-for-all because it is a broader swath of questions. I feel like it's the stuff I think I know that I can carry at. Like that first Intergeekdom, I won by luck and some knowledge. And then when I came back, it was all the Marvel questions I got wrong, and it broke my heart, it broke my spirit. So my most recent fight, I actually had the Marvel stuff pretty much on lock. That felt good. But all the and then I did and then I got questions that were like Star Wars and Lord of the Rings. So much Lord of the Rings, good God. So this is most likely not going to have a lot of Lord of the Rings, so I feel good about it.
Well, I would like to say if you ever need help with Lord of the Rings, I'm a bit obsessed, and I could help train you if you need help with Lord of the Rings.
Build a pony!
For your next match. Build a pony.
Build a pony. He's always my right, wrong answer.
Well, thank you so much. We appreciate your time, man, and good luck today.
I'm going for it, so people are happy.
Hey guys, I'm here with some of the back behind the stage people, Cody Hall, and RB3, who's actually going to be competing today, so that's awesome. And like, you're not competing, or?
I'm not allowed to say.
Oh, interesting. So, unconfirmed whether or not we'll get a Spider-Man cameo in the free-for-all today, but that's cool. Are you ready to behind-the-scenes stuff?
No, not remotely. It's chaos back there, but you guys aren't going to know that. It's going to look beautiful and it's all going to work out wonderful.
Look at this guy now.
I feel like I have so much power right now. Yeah. Like this is like in the Matrix. And they all have
so professional.
I'm not even wearing it properly. Give me a second.
It's like Tony Stark talking in the headset.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, you behind-the-scenes people never get enough love, but you guys do a fantastic job every time on every Schmoedown. I mean, it's not just the big ones. Every single week, you guys work so hard. So the fans, for sure, want to thank you guys, and we love seeing you on camera, but you're doing a great job off camera as well. And I love that you're competing today.
Oh yeah. I'm hoping to survive one round on here. If I get past one round,
you'll get. I predict it now. He's getting at least 3. At least 3.
I'll put that kind of hope.
All you gotta do is beat one person out of 5.
You just gotta make sure you're better than one person.
Yes,
you got this.
I think if I at least get 2 out of the 5, like I have a pretty good chance. Hopefully.
Well, I think you'll do great, and I'm really looking forward to the free-for-all, as are we all. But, it's just great to talk to some really cool people, guys, and that's all we got, so thanks. Hi, guys. I'm here with Jared Avon, who recently has joined the Schmoedown competition. We're super excited that he's here. He's one of the nicest guys I got to meet at Spectacular. He was super nice, guys, and he's going to be competing in Intergeekdom. Do you have any plans on competing in singles?
Yeah, so I definitely have plans to compete in singles, tag team. Like I want to. My focus is Intergeekdom because that's kind of my strength. But I feel like I have a pretty vast knowledge, so I'm excited to like spread my wings in the Schmoedown a little bit.
That's awesome. And obviously we got to watch your first Intergeekdom match. It was great, even though you beat my girl Taylor.
She's the best too. I feel bad.
She got in 2nd place, so I'm not too disappointed. But she was on my fantasy team, so I'm a little disappointed.
She'll be back. I have 0 doubts about that.
Oh, I hope she is, because she is my girl. She's great. But I am so happy you won because you were my second choice to win that one. And your second match obviously didn't go your way, but Star Trek is a bummer.
Yeah, Star Trek killed me, and then Donika's really good though. So the fact that I was toe-to-toe with him, it definitely made me feel good because I know that he knows what he's talking about. So the fact that I was right there, just validated all of my confidence that I belong here.
Definitely do.
Yeah.
All right, so what are you hoping for free-for-all?
I'm hoping I win for free-for-all. Totally. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly where I'm going in. I'm hoping I'm going in later for the simple fact that it'll help me. So, so we'll see. Hopefully I come in and know what I'm talking about and win this thing so I get a chance at the championship.
Definitely. Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And I'm rooting for you, man.
Thanks. I'm rooting for myself, too.
Perfect. That's good. That's good.
Awesome. Thank you.
A lot of awesome stuff happened. I met Ben and Drew from Team Action for the first time, and it was so cool. I've spoken with them on, Skype before, but to actually be there and hanging out with them was so cool.
That's what happened. All right, guys, I'm here with Team Action. What's the freaking belt? It's with these guys, the Patriots. Yeah, no, nothing. They're just playing the storyline. These guys are the future of the Schmoedown. How are you guys doing today?
Well, I'm banned still, so I'm just here to watch. But you know what? I'm just the fuck out of my boy.
Yeah. Yeah, fuck you.
See this? You see this new get up? This is beautiful.
Boss. Ben Bateman. All right, I just gotta ask this question here. So, how's your going with Throwback?
You know, John and I, we really hit a good stride.
You definitely hit a good stride.
We did, yes, we did. But then after yesterday, he's gone back down to the darkness. I haven't seen my father in the last 3-4 hours ever since that match posted. Dad, if you're out there, thinking about you.
All right, guys. I mean, you guys are the future. You're my favorite team, of course. Everyone who says there's a better team, it's lying to themselves.
You've just forgotten. You've just forgotten. Fuck the future. We're the right now.
They're the right
We're here
now. They're the then and now.
Pants are too tight. What are these dudes? What are these dudes doing here?
Get out of here. Get out of here.
Get out of here. What are you attacking me?
Yeah, so I had met Andrew and Ben at Spectacular, and they're very nice guys. And the thing about them is, like, they enjoy kind of the acting part of being heels, I feel like. But outside of that, they're just really great people. And so at some point we had made a bet with them to with their match versus Trek, right? And so they won that match, and so we were supposed to have apologized to them, and we never did because we could never get them on one of the shows, which was unfortunate. But I basically was just like, I know they'll be down for it because they're real cool. And so I was like, if you don't remember, we were supposed to apologize for you. So if we do it on camera, it would be really funny if we just played it up like 100%. And I was just like really petulant about it. And they were just like big assholes about it. And no, they were in for it. They were like super down. They loved it. They had a great time. And like me and Andrew were just like going at it a little bit, which was hilarious.
All right, so I don't know if anyone remembers. But
We remember. I remember. We remember.
Well, we made a bet about your Team Trek match that I would apologize to you guys if you guys won the match.
But we destroyed them. Destroyed them.
And you know what? I am a person of honor.
Talk about apologies.
You know, we're a ton of honor. We like to uphold our bets, and it pains me. It pains me so much to say to you guys because you guys suck so much. But like, you know what? You guys won the match. It was well played, and I'm sorry.
You're goddamn right you are. Goddamn right you are.
Yeah, this guy. He's the king of apology. The king and queen of apology. I love this. This is great. Never doubt action. This is what happens. Love him. But man, I can have this band. Hang out. Totally. Do some more bets.
Some more bets. Barbecue if you guys want to work the grill.
Serve me some beers. Mark Riley, talking to him more, I met him at Collider the day before, but Tom Dagnino I met. Guys, we are here with the undisputable greatest manager in Schmoedown history, Tom, the Enigma, Dagnino, Tricky Tom Dagnino. He has the great Bobby Gucci. I mean, this guy has never made a bad decision in Schmoedown history. He's made the worst decision. He fired Robert Meyer. Not a necessity. Bottom line, he was a loser, and he dropped him like a bat.
Well, you know what? He was trying to compete with me with jackets, and I don't go for that. But I got a million wall here in the hand. You don't overtake the champ. I'm the jacket champ. I'm second.
Why the hell am I doing that?
Yeah, all right.
I like that guy. He's a good guy.
He's a good guy. He's a good guy, but you know who's a great guy? Tom Dagnino. Thank you a lot. So.
Hey man, it's my pleasure. I love what you guys do. It's really good stuff.
We love what you do.
Watch what's going to happen here. I got the biggest announcement in Collider history. Yeah.
All right.
I'm going to blow people's minds. I got a real shitty number, but I'm not going to say what it is. But if I could prevail.
You can prevail.
I could. Even if I, and like I've always said, even if I lose,
you win. You still win. You still win. Like I've tweeted to Mike Kalinowski about Inner Geekdom so many times, but actually be sitting there with his arm around me saying, "You're the future Inner Geekdom champ." And for him to agree, I mean, it blew my mind in the best way possible, and it just
I mean, that was enough for me. I didn't even have to watch Free for All.
I'm Matt. I'm here with Mike, KO, Kill. I still call you.
I don't know what I
all the
am.
time.
I don't know what I am either, buddy.
You know what you are?
Whatever you guys want to call me.
You're the future interview champion.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's what I'm talking
That is what I'm talking about. This guy right here goes,
right here.
I get all these, what did we said 10 matches, 2 matches, 10 competitors, and they're all new. And they're all talking the smack, and they're all moving up, they're going for a shot at the title. It's like, no. There are people that put their time in. You don't even pull the can. And I'm sure, you know now, they're going to throw a pudding. That's going to come out. That's old news. That's old news. Intergeekdom is mine this year. End of this year, Intergeekdom belt will be on mine. Now, Inman's
Look
good
at
for
him.
mine. I like Inman.
I like Inman too. Inman's a great guy.
I don't want to take the belt away from him. So I'm good.
He's good.
That's all there is to it.
That's all there is to it.
Yeah, so Matt was like, you know who we should talk to is Elliot Dewberry because Abe would love that. And I'm like, oh yeah, he's sitting right there. Just go talk to him while he's eating. So I just walk up to him and I'm like, hey, when you stop eating, can we get a quick interview so that, you know, we can just put it on our channel and we have someone who like really is a big fan. And so it'd be really cool if we got an interview with you. And he's like, yeah, let me just finish this bite. Because he was like mid-bite when I asked him. And so like we were doing this and we were talking to him and Matt had just started the interview and Makuga was standing talking to someone else and we were planning on like walking over after we were done and it like interrupting and being like, hey, real quick, can we talk to you? But we didn't actually get that chance because Christian kind of walked by and saw what was happening and he just nudged Makuga and he's like, they're interviewing your partner over there. You should go jump in. And I was just like, good job, Christian. We don't have to do any work. He's just doing all the work for us. So then Makuga comes over and they start like yelling and it was really loud. And like the entire room stopped talking at that point because they were just yelling wild berries. And then Christian starts throwing shirts at them. They start selling shirts. So it was a mess, but it was a good mess. It was like, I laughed. I was laughing so hard I had to walk away. That's pretty much what happened.
All right, guys. Hey, I'm here with Elliot Dewberry. Wild berries.
Wild berries.
Wild berries.
Wild
Okay.
berries.
So you're here free for all.
That's right.
I just have to ask, are you drunk already?
It's like 10 a.m., so no.
No?
I think I might do
Wild berries! Wild berries!
Yeah. Well, here we are. Oh man, my adrenaline just shot up.
We are not here to win. We are here to sell shirts. So go to TeePublic, buy the shirts, okay?
That's right.
You can buy them in any color. I see
You
a
might
guy
have
over there
to
with
wait.
purple.
They're flying off the shelf.
Look at these.
Oh my
Look at these.
God.
Wild berries.
This just in.
TeePublic. Wild berries.
This is the newest.
Maybe on
Wild
sale.
Berry. I
Wild
don't even
berries.
have this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Look at
I would wear that.
You can buy them online. You don't even have to leave your house.
This one's the perfect shade of yellow. Perfect shade of yellow to like poke a little hole in the middle and then tear it
Rip it
apart in the
open.
middle. One use
Buy
only.
multiple shirts so you can tear them apart at family functions, Thanksgiving dinner, church, local youth meetings, Hanukkah, Purim, Yom Kippur. It's
All
a
the
day of
holidays
atonement.
from all the religions.
A random Tuesday.
Yes. There you go. Who are you?
I'm Matt.
This is Matt.
Matt. Fucking Matt.
Yeah. Woo! Wild berries.
We don't get belts. We just sell shirts.
Yeah.
Yes.
Christian kind of comes over to us and he goes, you know, I need you to be loud.
My God, welcome back to the movie trivia Schmoedown.
Christian, are you talking?
A little shocking there at the beginning.
Robert?
98.
That's incorrect.
Oh, no.
Sean?
99.
That's incorrect. Gucci?
01.
Incorrect. Frank?
2003.
Incorrect. Juan?
I had 99.
It was 2000, but with that, Robert has been eliminated.
Good luck, everybody.
It's so tough seeing this happen, but
I
again,
miss
like
you all,
you know,
Rebecca.
I was sitting there front row. I was sitting there front row thinking that I was going to eventually move back to be with Kristen and Matt to film our reaction for the actual video. That didn't happen as planned because first off, Whitney was there. Whitney came in. He killed. He was there for like 7 rounds or something. And Whitney's performance was amazing.
Representing critically acclaimed, he is Whitney the Beauty Simon! and these guys.
Chris loves Whitney. I'm pretty sure you know. But we also weren't really able to get Chris in a lot of shots because he chose to sit at the front. And, you know, then we weren't by him. So it was really hard to be like, hey, Chris, you're on our channel. So it was just me and Matt. But then I was like, okay, we should probably get like some shots in the back of Chris's head or something. So we did. And basically it was just him like clapping a lot because Whitney did really well. So that was good though, because he hasn't done super well.
Can he stop barking?
Well, you can't get him to stop. It's like the middle of the night.
Representing above the line, he is the last year's free-for-all winner. The 2017 Ultimate Schmoedown Team and Singles winner, and the reigning Movie Trivia Schmoedown Champion of the World, the glorious one, Sam Love.
What?
What do you think about this table?
I love Freaks and Geeks. And it's a really nice table. A good design. I'm going to pick one up when I get back.
Excellent.
I saw it at Barnes & Noble.
This is a terrible table for some people. It's really, it's an intimidating table. It's an intimidating table. Intimidating.
Their final opponent. What is this? Representing critically acclaimed. Seriously? Yes!
Is that cool?
Free for all is Bibbs is like that's when he should
Yeah.
be at his best because he's first round.
First round is his
golden.
Yeah.
So this is just first
That's
round
his
questions.
jam.
I didn't think he would do this well. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, he
The
just
poor
kept
guy,
going for it.
But I will say I am so relieved that he gets that #1 contender
Yeah.
match because
There had to be something for
I
that.
felt like if he had gotten eliminated, I would have felt awful. I putting in that much hard work,
Yeah.
and there was a lot of other people who did really well who lasted a long time. You know, Ethan was amazing, and you know there was a lot of people that stuck around for a long time. But man, if he hadn't gotten anything out of that, I think that was.
That was the right call for sure.
That's
It's
tough.
because the thing is, like, it's modeled after the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
But in the Royal Rumble, like, you know when you're going out ahead of time. So there's no, like, you're not actually, like, putting in work and then getting nothing for
Yeah.
it that you don't know is coming.
Right, yeah.
This is, like, he's, like, trying super hard and doing really, really well.
Yeah.
Insanely well. And then to just, like, get eliminated at the end and not, like, have there be no reward
Yeah.
at all would just be... That would just be cool.
Yeah, you saw, seeing Bibbs afterwards, dude looked like he had just run a 4-minute mile. He was like, huh? Who dis?
He probably needed a drink,
Yeah.
a snack,
He was
a bathroom break.
Poor guy. Anyway, he was amazing. Though.
Yeah,
Absolutely
it was
amazing.
crazy. That streak was just, and it was funny because like you just sort of like when you're watching it, like people are coming and going, and you're like forgetting.
Yeah,
But
and
then,
we were like doing stuff backstage trying to get ready and stuff, and I was like, Bibbs is still
yeah,
in
but at some point
this?
you're just like, oh my god, he's still
How
in
is he
there.
doing
How many
this?
rounds has he even been in? And then you're trying to
Absolutely
think like, how many rounds
bonkers.
has he been in? But yeah, it was crazy.
Bonkers.
And he had to take a piss like the whole time. That's what's crazy about it. He was just, and he was standing. He was standing, and the man, like I said this weeks before, on the rundown, that this type of setting where it's just straight knowledge. There's no strategy involved. There's no betting. There's no multiple choice. We got to go multiple choice or not. Just straight up knowledge based. This was just tailor made for him.
Having Bibiani going the extra mile to legitimately have the longest streak that you could pretty much imagine other than being the first out the gate and being there the entire time.
21 rounds. That almost doubles Dan Merle's count. And he stayed in the game for almost 2.5 hours. He comes in an hour in and stays the entire time. If that doesn't put you on Mount Rushmore, I don't know what does.
She is the 2017 Rookie of the Year.
Mark and Draco's clapping already.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up from the Fight Club, Rachel the Crusher. Mark! Baby Karen!
His adorable pink headphones and neck rest. He is ready to go.
And with that, Rachel Cushing and Drew McWeeny. Get out of here! Baby Kearns is back in town, baby! 17 Ultimate Schmoedown semi-finalist, Mike the Killer Kalinowski. He's back! He's back! Where has he been?
He brought cards for all of us.
We haven't seen Kalinowski since that triple threat down.
Yes! What a dude! What a dude! Yeah! Woo!
Team action! And with that, Ben Bateman and Vanessa have been eliminated.
Bye, Ben. Vanessa's secretly a trained assassin, trying to get rid of you in the Schmoedown.
Match point is dead to me.
So, just saying.
Great debut.
We gotta get like some Alia in there, dude.
He is the former Movie Trivia Schmoedown Team Champion, the former Movie Trivia Schmoedown Champion of the World, the Outlaw, Jon Smith. There's boos and cheers for the Outlaw. Boos and cheers. There's boos and cheers. This is big for the Outlaw. This is a big moment, a great number for him to pick.
Festival, apparently.
Yeah, I mean, look, he's like a fop. I mean, look at him. It's very Shakespearean. Look at Ben Bateman shaking the hand.
Oh my God. This is ridiculous right now.
With that, Robert Meyer Burnett has been eliminated. Bateman stays alive.
Clark, you good?
Film his pain.
We lost Kalinowski and Ellis at the same time.
It's accurate. We did.
Right?
There was some last minute changes to the roster, and Kristen wanted to make sure that I knew about them because they involved a certain map. And so I walked over and I was just like, "What's up?" And then he's just showed me the list, and he's like, you need to pay attention to what's happening because Mark Riley's actually going to compete in the free-for-all, and I need Matt's reaction to it. He specifically made sure that we had a camera on Matt for that specific thing.
And I didn't know that, and to have just this shock when the Superman theme was going, and I didn't know what was happening until Harloff went.
He is the former movie trivia Schmoedown two-time champion, son of a bitch, Mark Yoni Riley! Yoni is back! Yoni is back! He's done it! He is back on the table. The former two-time champion is here! Oh, the crowd goes crazy!
No, we brought a keg.
Yeah.
So if you watch Free For All, the keg stand that happens.
Yeah.
That was the keg
That was,
from.
Dan made that beer.
I
that
made
was
that
in that
beer.
keg.
That's I'm a brewer, and I brought a keg of an IPA that we make, and that was Josh.
And then afterwards, I was like, Josh McCouga, where's our keg? We have to take that back home.
Yeah.
Representing the Wild Belly! He is the 2014
And Roxy drives out with them.
Oh my God! Makes sense. Makes sense. He's doing a keg stand.
That's not how you do that.
No, it makes sense. That's exactly what he has been far to stage, Jim.
Is it Darth Vader?
It's gonna be the next
Is the next competitor Darth Vader?
What?
Ladies and gentlemen. Yes.
Yes! Yes!
Did I just witness murder?
She just saved your life.
Okay.
Poor Dan. Poor Dan. Poor Dan.
Andrew entering is one of my, one of the best moments of the Free For All, especially because it was just worked everyone so hard with the Dan Murrell thing, but it was actually backstage maybe my all-time favorite moment I've ever had with Andrew Guy. He was talking to me and Dale when he first came in before Free For All started. And we were just like, how's it going, man? And he was like, and I was like, oh, Andrew has to be in this, right? Like, because his suspension's up. I was like, why would, but he was just wearing like plain clothes and stuff. He wasn't wearing a suit. Ben obviously came in dressed to the nines, ready to go.
In his fancy new duds.
Drew was wearing like pretty much like workout gear, very low key and stuff. And he was like, and we were like, we were checking with him, like, are you in it? Like, and he was like, nah, I'm just gonna like, I was just here to like support people, support Ben and stuff like that. And I was like, okay. I was like, that seems like a huge missed opportunity.
That's a bummer.
I was like, that's what the hell. And then
later
we were backstage getting ready for Brienne's entrance, and I look over and there's Dastardly Drew Guy getting dressed in a suit.
Yeah.
And I walk by him and I look over, I gave him the mean mug because I was like, you lied to me, brother. you lied straight to my face. But I looked at him and he gave me just the greatest cad wink. He was just like,
No one expected it. It was a really good move by them. I think that they played that about as well as they could have, and it was really, really good. It was probably the surprise of the event.
You know, everybody was getting ready to yell and cheer, and then we all got to boo. So that was kind of fun.
Scream,
He said he wasn't gonna be here. He said he wasn't fucking gonna be here. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? Are you? Oh my god! Oh my god! You fuckers! You motherfuckers! You oh my Jesus! You motherfuckers!
So with that, Andrew Guy has been
It's good to be back.
It's good to be back. But he's back. Team Action is back. Andrew Guy is back. Just like
Not
that.
gonna turn you
All right. So we have one final competitor left. The winner of this round will go on to face anyone of their choosing for a championship match. Their final opponent, representing Alliance, making her Schmoedown debut. Yes, Wendy. That's incorrect. Is it San Francisco? That's correct.
Yeah, San Francisco.
Correct.
Woo!
San Francisco.
Yeah.
Let's go. All
Bay
right.
Area.
Third question is final round. Third question, final round. Category is dance. What was the full name of Jennifer Grey's character in the 1987 film Dirty Dance?
You want to dance?
4, 3, 2, 1. Hands down. Great. Not that. Brianna.
Francis Baby Houseman.
Yes.
All I thought was Francis Baby.
No. So Chandler now with a 1-point lead. To our next category of Matthew McConaughey. Matthew McConaughey played businessman Kenny Wells in this 2016 crime drama. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Brianna.
Gold.
Correct. Gold. Correct. And Wall Street. And with that, the winner of these two.
No, no, Frankie numbers.
Questions, just see if you can get 35, doesn't matter either way.
A middle-aged college professor becomes infatuated with a 14-year-old infant in what
Do it at 5. Anyone she wants, she can give it to a team. She can do whatever she wants as far as titles go. What will she do? Now the other announcement is William Bibiani has gone the most amount of rounds we've ever seen. William Bibiani has earned a #1 contender. Shots, you can choose anything that you want. So, and how about Ethan Irwin? That's it. So you're going to have a hell of a job here talking to a bunch of these competitors. Your 2018 free-for-all winner, say it with me, Miss Movies, Brienne!
I'm not going to call it upset because it's not. Brienne studied her ass off and it shows. She had one of her best showings in the Schmoedown that I've seen ever. And that's really impressive. She came and conquered and it was great.
I've said before, there's no one I root for harder than Brienne.
Yeah.
And
you could tell it really means something.
Yeah.
I mean, not that it doesn't to other people, but like, it was really great,
and
especially after her leaving, you know, and just to come in, just to agree to do this and then have it really mean something, I think was really great. The only problem is now she has to play more.
Yeah.
Like, she left because she was tired of like doing really high profile, stressful matches. And so like
nothing like a title match to really like
so
relax you.
She was like, oh sure, I'll be in free for all. That's just like low key and whatever, fun, you know. But nope, now you have to be in a title match. So
yeah, I'm elated, and I think it's super special, and that's...
It was clearly our entrance that helped her win. Just kidding, it wasn't.
But it does feel cool, like, it feels great that, you know, we got to be kind of a part of it, you know.
But she was really on fire. Like,
absolutely
that
incredible.
end part, she just, like, knew every answer.
And so I will say, also, on top of that, like, so you came from another entrance when you were, you know,
I came from the other
when
side,
we did the entrance, but I was right next to, you know, right behind Brienne, behind the curtain, and she was playing along with the previous contestants, and she, not just the questions she actually got, she was like high, she had to have been high 80s, low 90 percentage in answers backstage. Like, we were kind of like playing along and stuff, and she was nailing them. Like, she was just on point.
Yeah.
She was
I wonder if it was because it was a lower pressure situation. Like,
maybe
free for all is pretty like as low pressure as you can get because there's so many people are coming and going. No one's gonna be like, oh my god, you lost, you know. And so maybe like being more relaxed because it was lower pressure, she just was just easier to like have the answers come. I don't know.
It was amazing though. I couldn't be happier about her winning.
Agreed. We love you, Brienne. You did a great job.
I don't think she ever in a million years expected to win it. Not when you're sitting at a table with Bibiani, and not when you've just seen this dude Ethan Irwin hang in there. No way. So yeah, I was just so happy for Brienne when she won. It was great. Yeah.
Honestly, I forgot how that last round worked because the way last year it ended with just 2 people. You know, I was thinking it would just kind of eliminate a few people at a time. It wasn't just the best score of the last round. So when Kristen said end winner, I was like, wait, what? What happened? And I was like, holy crap, Brienne won. That's amazing. And it was exciting and shocking and really, really cool moment for her and I think for everyone.
Brienne, I love Brienne. She's one of my favorite Schmoedown personalities, my favorite people. And so to see her win and to have that, and I mean, it's also like, this is also the first Schmoedown thing that a woman has won. There's never been a tournament, singles or teams or events where a female competitor has won. So just having that as well, that we can say that, it's just awesome.
You know, if she comes to a singles match with the same focus that she had at the free-for-all, I think she could have a really good shot of actually winning a belt.
Brienne has this wild card that she has in her back pocket now, and she can pull that out whenever she wants, and she has pretty much control of this story. So we'll see where that goes.
I'm really sad Free For All weekend is already over. And I've been sad that it's been over since it ended. We had such a great time together. It was such a fun event. And it wasn't just the Free For All that made it special. It was being with my friends, hanging out with everyone, going to dinner, celebrating certain people's birthdays, the party. Everything about that weekend just ended up being such a great time.
It's something I'm never going to take for granted, and it's a trip that I'm never going to forget, and hopefully one that I can re-experience in the near future.
It is one of the best weekends I've ever had in my life, for real, because I got to meet and hang out and joke around with people that, for the most part, I've only known over the internet, and I've known them through the Schmoedown. So to meet them in person and hang out and laugh and joke around, kind of like what we do like on our Skype calls and chat groups and stuff, but for that to be live and in person, that can't be replicated in a chat group or anything like that, you know? So spend that time with them was awesome, and I can't wait for it to happen again, because I know it will. I don't know when, but it will. And you know, it's really crazy to just look back on it. The Schmoedown's awesome, right? But it's the people involved that really make the experience.
It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. It's still one of the best experiences. I think it's just such a fun thing to go to. I can't imagine anything more fun. I've been to sporting events. This is like a million times better than sports. So
getting to hang out with people like Chris Clark, we have never
we
got
got
to hang out with Chris Clark, Matt Kearns,
we got to meet Frank.
Frank
Frank's
Janisch.
our boy.
I love Frank Janisch so much. He's one of the greatest people on the planet.
Yeah.
All these people are so amazing. Patrick Campbell and Sarah. And there's just all these great people, and they're so wonderful. Just genuinely people that I haven't actually hung out with that much, but feel like they're family.
Yeah,
like
definitely.
We have this weird, super bizarre
the
bond.
Schmoedown brings people together.
It's like the weirdest thing that we're all, you know, that is kind of this weird focus in our lives. So it's just kind of this amazing thing. So it was, you know, it was just an amazing experience with friends. You know?
And it's also, this is basically like your favorite format. All like first round questions. That's your jam. It's just like all whiteboard.
And the Royal Rumble.
Love it.
The Royal Rumble is my favorite wrestling event, even more than WrestleMania. I love that. It's a special thing. It's this combination of my favorite round with my favorite format, and man, it's so much fun, and it's great being a part of it, and wouldn't trade it for the world. It's a special experience. It really is.
We really are appreciative that we have gotten to do this twice now, and if we get to do it again, we'll be so happy to get to see all those people, and it's just super fun. Even when Cobster's mad and yelling at you, you're like, this is so great.
We are a family. It is literally a family. It really, really is, and I wouldn't trade them for the world.